There is something that I am kind of concerned about that I want to go over here. Our government-run schools are set in place to educate children. Our parents are dropping their children off under our supervision, trusting that we will do the right thing and promise, and what we promise, and that we will watch over their children and keep them safe during the time that they are not allowed here. Our district for many years have put forth, which seems now to be simply propaganda, telling everybody that we are keeping their children safe. Even though we do have certain good safety nets in place, we have a lot of good stuff. The constant claims from certain administration of this is all to keep the children safe is now obvious. It seems to be simply propaganda. Parents are dropping their most precious, most valuable possession off to us, their children, trusting that we will keep them safe and look after them. We take them with the promise that this is what we will do and keep them safe. Government schools are all about education, educating children in math, English, reading, science, not about social issues, indoctrination, political issues, or political views. This needs to be left to the ones who love them, their parents, their family. On February 6, 2026, our Dakota High School had a political ice-out walkout, where students left the property for a political action. On February 12, 2026, our Chippewa Valley High School had a student political protest and ice-out walkout where students left the property for a political action. I don't blame the students, because anytime you give a student a choice to get out of school, no matter what they're doing, even if they don't understand what they're doing, they most likely will take the opportunity. Our administrators and our superintendent knew about this well in advance and did nothing to stop it. All they did was put out a post saying if you leave the property, the students aren't allowed back. They posted this knowing full well that these were at the end of the day and the students weren't planning on coming back anyhow. Yet, did these students come back on our property even though they were told they weren't allowed, just to get on their buses and to go to their vehicles to go home? We don't know that. I have been hearing that some parents didn't even know that their children participated in this thing while putting full trust in our administration to keep their children safe. And some parents didn't even know they participated until later in the day. Our administration knew full well that they had no control over keeping our students safe because they let them leave the property unsupervised. We are hearing that these are happening throughout the country, and students are getting hit by cars and are attacking residents. These have gotten violent, and it is very common when things like this happen. How do we plan on keeping students safe while letting them leave the property and eroding any trust we have with parents when we promise them that we're going to take care of their children and keep them safe when they entrust them for the school day? This is not the first time this has happened. Something like this has happened with administration's full knowledge. We have a history of things being allowed, along with BLM walkouts and things like this. We are supposed to be educating children, not indoctrinating them, not pushing political views, and not allowing them to do things that they know full well they shouldn't be doing. This is unacceptable, and any decent parent should no longer have trust when we tell them we're keeping their children safe, because we have proven that we aren't. This is unacceptable, and I am calling for any of our administrators, our staff, our superintendent, and maybe even this board to be called in question when held accountable for promoting and allowing these dangerous things to be happening with our students. We are accountable for the safety of these students during the school day, and again, I am calling for administration to be held accountable. This is very concerning.
Thank you, Robert.
You know, everybody has an opinion,
it may not be completely true.
You already had your chance, and you said
but
everybody gets one chance.
I'm just saying as
You already had your
chair
chance, and
that
everybody
everybody
gets one
has
chance.
an opinion. Don?